Next speaker, Mike Barron. Okay, we'll go to our online speakers. We have Youssef, and then followed by Michael Litwack. And it doesn't appear like Mr. Litwack is here yet.
Okay, but Mr. Deiab is here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready, if you want, I can see you on the. I can see your name on the screen, but not your smiling face. So I don't know if there we go. Perfect.
There you go.
So welcome. Your 5 minutes are whenever you start.
Thank you.
We're all ears.
Good afternoon, commissioners. My name is Youssef Deiab, an Edmonton resident. This is now the second meeting I need to speak at due to the lack of accountability and transparency from the Edmonton Police Commission and EPS. If the EPS is held to the highest standards of accountability, responsibility, and transparency, how can we ask Edmontonians to follow its example when the Commission and EPS refuse to hold their own leadership accountable? Would EPS ever hire someone who is prosecuted for starving a civilian population, commits indiscriminate violence, commits murder and rape, is associated with war crimes, has statistically murdered babies and children for every hour since October 2023? Of course not. This same accountability must apply to our leadership and who we associate with. It is important for Edmontonians that I keep raising this issue. Canada has ICC obligations, Gaza faces genocide. The 1,500 Canadians who joined the IDF to commit genocide are now returning to Canada as neighbors and part of our community, while having the blood of over 20,000 children on their hands. When the ICC requests arrests, will the EPS make those arrests as required by international law under the Rome Statutes, Article 15, 86, and 93, and Crimes Against Humanity and War Crimes Act? I asked the Commission to confirm on public record, does the Chief understand Canada's legal obligations under the Roman statutes listed and the Crimes Against Humanity and War Crimes Act? If occupied territories were visited, the Chief may be a potential witness for the ICC. I will file an Article 15 communication with the ICC prosecutor. Will the Chief fully comply with any ICC request for testimony? Will the Commission ensure he does? Which senior officers from the Israel National Police International Cooperation Unit did he meet? What officials did other Canadian and American chiefs meet? Which other police chiefs from Canada and America were there? Did anyone visit areas Canada recognizes as occupied territories? Knowing the officials and units matter. The Israeli National Police clearance rate proves it. Arab communities, 15% homicide clearance rates. Jewish communities, 65%. Recent reports hit harder. On March 29, 2026, Christians were blocked from the Holy Sepulchre on Palm Sunday. On March 30th, 2026, the Knesset passed a law allowing execution by hanging in military courts for Palestinians only, including children as young as 12 years old, with no minimum age exemption and a 96 to 99% conviction rate. National Security Minister Ben-Gvir, who oversees Israeli police, celebrated with champagne. Very despicable behavior. As for our chief, this is who we promoted knowing. On April 7th, the Criminal Trial Lawyers Association filed a criminal complaint against the chief for obstruction of justice, intimidation, extortion in the Rattlesnake case. The Edmonton Criminal Trial Association warned against his appointment in October 2025, calling his comments extortion and vigilantism. The chief filed a 44-page court application to target a journalist, Duncan Kenny. The chief was demoted in 2015 after admitting he bought steroids from fellow officers and lied about it. Edmonton Police and City Council ignored expert advice and warnings and promoted him anyways. This shows EPS and the City of Edmonton failed to add accountability and promote failures. Edmontonians deserve straight answers. The trip must align with EPS's own strategic plan and data-driven, equitable policing. Anything falling short is a failure. I have submitted these questions, as I did last time, in writing. Furthermore, if this trip cannot meet EPS's strategic plan, it can simply be added to its abysmal record, a complaint rate over 1,000 times higher than Calgary, 87% closed informally, and 2.2% result in discipline. While this Israeli trip be another example of a city failing to take accountability and show transparency. Shame on us that we are politicalizing the murder of children in reciprocation for recognizing Israel's right to defend itself. There is no equation for the lives of children being taken. In Canada, we build roads and communities to connect us, not checkpoints and walls to divide us. And the people that are there to defend the chief's actions really need to look at what it means to be part of Edmonton's fabric. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.